So here we are at we're actually in the second day because of things that happened yesterday, but we are in the Trecena of Owl. So here we are, focusing on breath. Deepening your breath into your body, feeling that expansion and contraction, and the inhale and the exhale. I love that as Greg Braden is talking about 0 point, it's not even focusing on the inhale and the exhale, but it is that moment between the inhale and the exhale. That pause that allows us to really drop into those inner depths. Aware of anything you're carrying that you need to just let go of for now, distractions released, and allow yourself to come to the base of this beautiful, beautiful grand pyramid in Chichen Itza. This archaeological, astronomical wonder. Taking a breath, seeing yourself at the very, very, very bottom step, looking up. It does look as if it reaches right up to the stars themselves. You begin to climb right up the center of this bank of steps. They are steep and they are narrow, but your feet are sure, and you go higher and higher with each breath, allowing the mundane world to drop away and coming up to this place where you are as close to the heavens as you can be. Entering into the building, you see that there are stairs within, and so you find that you can reach that upper platform itself. And there is nothing between you and the whole of the universe. Taking another deep breath, you are aware of the movement of the heavens, of moving from the night sky, the Trecena of night that we have been in, and shifting into this new dawn, shifting into the Trecena of Owl, the Trecena of wisdom and forgiveness. We are actually a little bit into this Trecena. We're actually into Earth right now. This is the journey from owl to rabbit. Within this 13-day period, we come to the end of the day signs, here with the How, whenever everything begins again with crocodile. So there is this transition from all of that light that has been attained into starting a new cycle in some ways. The whole journey itself here. So we have these 6 days of spiritual growth. This flint is knife, letting go of some things, clearing some things, bringing things to awareness. And then this whole new transformation that comes through, a lot of very strong energy here. They're planting the seed, and the Kundalini energy and death, the transformation. Deer is very spiritual. It's the sign of the priests and priestesses. And star is also rabbit, which is abundance and fertility, like the stars raining down. Oh, coming back to is this energy of kib, of owl, says here vulture, that these night winged creatures, the ones that know how to seek in the dark or gain the gifts that reside in the dark. Hib represents the wisdom and the souls of our ancestors and all the ancients who came before. And this may be of our bloodline, it may be of humanity itself. I often reflect that there's my bloodline and there's my soul line, and they may be bringing different types of ancestors. The bloodline is my human heritage, but my soul line is like my past lives, and that can bring in so many different varied cultures that are also part of my ancestry. So the energy of Kib embodies the connection to the long history of life through evolution, through the millions of years that have elapsed and blessed our planet with the diversity of life that we see today, and the sanctity of consciousness. We were talking about that preciousness of life in all its forms. The Kib also represents forgiveness. It is the Nagual of faults and vices, of being aware of, that which we may carry of the dark, or what humanity carries of the dark. How to perhaps transmute that into the remembrance of sanctity. It also symbolizes the gifts of Mother Earth. So these two archetypal energies, these two energies coming together, forgiveness and wisdom. Part of this is about inviting us to be clear on what forgiveness means. Not that it is about condoning behavior or forgetting or pushing things into the dark. It's not about that. Forgiveness carries with it a vast ocean of powerful forces. Respect, integrity, honor, compassion, understanding, empathy. Until you are able to forgive fully, completely, and unconditionally, until you are able to stop seeking vengeance or righteousness, you are not truly free. You are still under the control in some way of the person who wronged you. For you dedicate your thoughts and your emotions and your energy to them. You are still connected to them. You are still hooked in to them. So forgiveness is this mechanism by which we, again, it's not condoning, but it is about releasing. And often that also includes forgiving the self. When you forgive, when you let go, when you release, when you unhook, then you liberate. And not only those who may have wronged you, but more importantly, yourself. That is the greatest gift. That is the gift to yourself. It is a deep wisdom to come to a place where we can, having come through the dark, we can recognize, we see the truth of what happened, but no longer allowing it to hold power over us. That is what forgiveness truly is. Out of that we begin to truly touch wisdom. So this Trecena of owl also embodies the experience of wisdom and the insight that is gained through the experience of a long life. For the Maya, attaining the status of elder occurs at 52 years of age. That is 4 cycles of 13 years each, which is one of the highest accomplishments of a human being as far as the Maya is concerned. You can almost see it directionally, right? 13 years in each of 4 directions brings you to that center of wisdom. It's so powerful. And so often we still, in modern Western society, there's still this thread of focusing on the idealism of youth, the energy of youth, the beauty of youth, and the elders are not necessarily honored and respected for the wisdom. If you don't fall into that category of youth and vigor, then what's the purpose? And so paying attention to the ways in which we still see in our society that the elders may be considered or treated as a burden rather than, these treasures of wisdom, the containment of all these years of experience. There was yesterday a news item in the cycle. I came around again and again and again. This woman, she's brilliant. She's 98 years old, and they've taken away. She can't drive a car anymore, and there was this list of things that she's not allowed to do anymore because of her age. And so she has been doing the things that are not restricted by age. A couple of years ago, she rappelled down a cliff. And this year, she went up in one of those old, 1920s, wing planes. She was a wing walker, and it's brilliant. There's footage of her just earlier this week, strapped in the contraption, so she's standing up on the wing of one of these old planes, high up in the air, and all of her friends are down below. They just a little petrified, going, oh my God. And unbeknownst to them, she convinced the pilot to do a barrel roll with her. 98 years old. 98. And so again, there's and when she was interviewed, when she came down, what she said was, I learned a very long time ago that no matter what your beliefs are, what we know for sure is that this is the life that we have. I am here now. So I am going to open myself up to whatever experiences I can while I'm here. I don't know what's going to happen after that. This is wisdom. These are treasures, and there's a fearlessness there. So how to come to a place of respecting and recognizing this, priceless knowledge and the experience and the courage that our elders, carried. And we see it in the world, if we do not learn from the wisdom of our elders, from the wisdom of the past, then we are doomed to repeat. And there is some doomed repeating that is happening. So recognizing our elders are our only link to what came before us. They are our connection to past generations. And they carry hard-won lessons. There is no book, no website, no social network that can replace the profound living wisdom of our elders. Cutting off these vital lines severs us from our own collective consciousness. It prevents us from moving forward, both individually and as a society. It cuts us off from that wisdom, so we are then doomed to just repeat and cycle and cycle. So this is profound. This is a profound Nagwal. Connecting to the path the ancestors have walked is crucial. Not just your own personal ancestors, but all those who have walked before. As we connect to the ancestors, we open up to a different depth of connection with our own soul. Because they live within us as well. These wise beings. So as you feel the energy of that, of Kib within, of the ancestors flowing through, as always, we have the reflection of the above and the below, and I thought it might be nice to go back to how we started our tried and true. So on the top, the above, we have the Mayan oracle. Left to right, 1, 2, 3, and on the bottom, we have the Nahuali animal oracle. Again, left to right, 1, 2, and 3. So allow a number to come to you, both from the top, the above, and the below, the bottom. So, this is who has come up. I find it interesting actually that the third one in the above is Kaban, and today is the day of Kaban in this Trecena. So we start with, in position number 1, the number 7, which is, I mean, massive. It's such a powerful number. I mean, they all are in their ways, but you know, all of the ways that 7 shows up. So this is all about mystical power, mystical alignments, direct connection with the source. So 7 in this Maya reflection is the foundation of individual self, freed within 2 points of polarity. You've got the 2 dots and then that line of 5 across. So your soul calls forth your ability to decode hidden mysteries. Claim your mystical wisdom by acknowledging your personal relationship to the source. Catalyze the mystical force of your 7 chakras to propel you to the region of divine illumination within. So it is recognizing the energy of each of those 7. And in that, there's an integration which brings you to source. If you chose card number 2, Kimmy, this is death, release, surrender, transmutation. There is something of an energy of forgiveness even in this. Anytime there's a release, it is about, and the letting go, there's an aspect of forgiveness with this. So here it says, in receiving Kimmy, you are being asked to release and surrender. Surrender is the opposite of giving up. It is freeing yourself from the desire to be in control. Letting go of how you think things should be. Surrender is freedom. You are being invited to release yourself from the bondage of preconceived action, to let everything be all right as it is, so that you can live a more inspired life in the moment. And Kaban is earth. This is centeredness. is the wisdom of the earth, of plant medicine and herb medicine, crystal healing. All about being centered in the present moment. So being drawn to Kaban, the invitation is to center your awareness within the core of self. Gifts are being made available to you directly from the electromagnetic forces of the earth. Center yourself in the present moment and you will open the door to all knowledge, all times, all abilities. And from there, you enter a space that enables you to see and act with more clear awareness. Open the central channel of your being. Be sacramentally, sacredly rooted where you are now to receive the many gifts of the present moment. So that is the reflection from the above. If you chose from the below, the first card, this is Tlaloc. I know he's come up before. Growth, expansion, cultivation. It's so interesting because his name means he who is recumbent on the earth, who literally sort of lays back on the earth. So if you have 3 in 1, that's so powerful. When Tlaloc appears to you, he symbolizes the force of growth. He is water, that which is received by the earth. Without water, life is not possible. With water, life is renewed. Tlaloc brings the power of expansion and the promise of life nurtured by rain. His message is always one of growth and increase, of budding and flowering. Growth occurs in 5 stages: seeding, root development, leaf and stem development, fruit and flower development, and dissemination, disbursement. So know that with Tlaloc, the time for seeding has passed. You are now in the process of developing what you have earlier set in motion. And so this is a time either to root or to leaf, to pay attention to what it is that you are growing and how to continue to support and nurture it. You chose card number 2, Monkey. This is Chuen, cleverness, opportunities. There's a vitality to Chuen that we encountered when we had his Trecena. So when Monkey makes an appearance, you do need to be more clever about dealing with whatever situation you're dealing with. A straightforward, the rational approach is the wrong one to take right now. It's time to become an opportunist on your own behalf. Look for ways to further your own cause. So how do you, it's like this monkey lesson, not be constrained by the rules that others have created for you, but bring energy to creating the rules for yourself. And as it says, sometimes this requires a little sneakiness. Monkey has a little bit of sneak. And number 3, serpent, chikan, unification, integration, synthesis, to the Mexica. The serpent symbolizes the unity of existence. Since the serpent can go anywhere, nothing is hidden from him. And so this message, if this came to you, it is about integrating all of these different parts. Anywhere that you can go, how does that become integrated into the whole? How does that become woven into this beautiful, colorful tapestry that you are creating? Integration is a key to a different approach to problem solving, which avoids taking an either or, take it or leave it, yes or no approach. It is about finding the weave between disparate options, revealing what are non-conflicting core values, and coming to a place of reaching resolution through development and evolution, integration rather than forcing choice or compromise. This is also the sign of Kundalini. This is an energy. Each of these, Tlaloc is that growth of life, and monkey is the energy of direction and choice, and serpent brings this vitality to expanding into our own energy and awareness in a whole different way. Moment to sit with what has come, what the dialogue between the two cards that came to you are. And the symbol, it looks like, doesn't that almost look like the yin yang with the two sides, but then there's this energy that comes up the middle, which is like the serpent itself. Allow yourself to connect with these energies of Kib. This whole journey that we are moving through over the next 13 days, well, 12 days now. What you might be looking ahead to. This brings us to the 18th of August. Trecena of water. So it's interesting that we have Tlaloc already as an option, one of the possibilities of leading the way. Bring your awareness once more back to your breath. Find yourself once more at the top of this magnificent pyramid, filled with these energies that you have been exploring, both of the day sign itself and also the particular message that came through to you. With all of that flowing within, turn your eyes from the skies, look down at your feet, And find your way to the top of the stairs, leading back down to earth. And once again, with very sure steps, step down and down and down and down and down. This long passageway from the heavens back down to earth. But in good time, you find yourself right at the bottom, the last step from stone onto earth. And feel the energy of the earth supporting you to take a couple more deep, deep breaths and find yourself once more back in your own space, in this time and place.